Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Madison-Dane County Regional Airport update. Today we have a lot of charters to get to. That'll be the focus of today's update. Is some of our charter flights that we got in here, which are very exciting. But of course, we also have our mainstream aircraft that we get in here by the likes of United, Delta, and American Airlines, which we will get into in this update to begin with. But we'll end with some fun airlines here. But yes, we will begin right here where we have this United 737-700. This is in the EVA Blue livery, and this is currently taxiing out. It'll be making the service out to Chicago O'Hare, also arrived in from there. Great to see the 737-700 here. These used to be on the 737-800s, 900s, and even the MAX 8 sometimes. But this might just be a down gauge for the fall season. Travel is probably going to die down a little bit. To Madison from Chicago and vice versa. Maybe not quite vice versa, but probably less people wanting to go to Madison as it gets colder. But yes, so this flight has been downgraded to only a 737-700, so it's still mainline. And Chicago still is a very big destination from Madison, so plenty of flights, going to Chicago still from here for United and American. And they're both doing a great job on that one. This is the United example. Good to use this aircraft as I feel like I haven't used it in a while, so it is good to get some use for it here at Madison. It is a very nice one, and I'm very glad to have this model in my collection. And to start our Delta lineup here, we have this Delta Connection CRJ 900 operated by SkyWest. This one is in from Minneapolis-St. Paul, and this one will later be making the flight out to Detroit. And then still two more Delta aircraft here. We have the 717 on the right of your screen. This one is in from the Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, and it'll be heading back out there on the turnaround. Next to that one, we'll get in focus right there, the Delta E190, operated by Republic, and this one is in from Washington, D.C.A., and it will be heading back out there. Another turnaround for this one, the gate pulled back from the aircraft right there, the jet bridge, and this one is about to get pushed back for the service out to DCA, operated by Republic. So, yeah, very nice right here. Little lineup of Delta aircraft, but nothing too much more to say about these guys. But Delta very consistent here at Madison. Nothing much new to report on for them. So here's Delta, and now I'll move on to American. And then now moving into the American gates, and I still haven't made the expansion here at Madison. I'm still not exactly sure what that looks like. So until I can get some images for what the new expansion looks like, because they added 3 more gates here. This is going to be slightly inaccurate here for these American gates because now American uses gates 12 through 16, and I only have for them gates 10 through 13 in this version, which of course that's not realistic anymore. So this does need to get updated. But there are currently no really good images that I can see, what the gate markings look like or where they are or anything. So still waiting for that. But, if I go to Madison, I'll try to see that. I don't know what the odds of me going to Madison are, but I did go there last year. And then when Google Maps or Google Earth updates it, then I'll be able to see. But not really sure when that's going to happen. But anyways, we'll begin on the radio screen there. We have the American CRJ 700 operated by PSA Airlines. This one is also in from Washington, D.C.A., Reagan National. And he'll be heading back out there. Turn around for that aircraft. Next to that one here, we have the American A319 with sharklets. Looking great right here. And the actual aircraft did have sharklets, which is, you don't always see that because they have more with the fence tip winglets, and that is mostly what we see here at Madison, but nice to get the sharklet in, and that means that this model here is accurate. So, actually, wait, I believe, looking at it right now, it is the same registration, so that is perfect right there. The actual aircraft that flew this flight is number 93003, and this is the same registration, this model right here, so that is perfect right there, looking great. So, yeah, this one is in from Dallas-Fort Worth, and will be heading out to Phoenix Sky Harbor. Perfect aircraft right there, and so glad to use the accurate aircraft. That doesn't happen too often in these airport updates, and especially not at the the smaller ones like Madison. It happens sometimes with special liveries, but that's because I intentionally do the airport update to get the special livery in the update. But this wasn't intentional. This was just by chance. We got this American A319 with sharklets in here, and it works out perfectly right here. And then finally here at the terminal, we have this American Eagle CRJ 200, operated by Air Wisconsin, of course. And this one is in from Chicago O'Hare, and we'll be heading back out there. Classic Chicago turn right there. This one on the CRJ 200. So for the passengers that chose United Airlines, that is a little bit of a better aircraft to fly to Chicago. I mean, it's not a very long flight no matter what, so I guess it doesn't really matter too much. But, I mean, the 737 is definitely a lot more comfortable than the CRJ 200. But good to get the Air Wisconsin CR2 back. I'm using this aircraft so often. I'm so glad that I bought this one because I got it for a decent price considering it's kind of rare. So it's definitely been used a lot here, and I'm glad to do it. And it's back here once again. Very well used aircraft, and even though it may not be my favorite, considering that it's CRJ 200, not the best, but who cares? It still looks nice right here, and it's getting good use in these airport updates, so that's all that matters really. And then here we have this Challenger 300 or Challenger 350 right here. This is my Shapeways custom in the red livery because the actual aircraft did have a little bit of red on it, so this is pretty close to what the real one looked like. And this one came in from the Cincinnati Municipal Lunken Airport, and it will be heading out later. Well, it will be staying here overnight and then heading out tomorrow on the 25th of September to the Kansas City downtown airport. So, two pretty big cities, but not the main airport for either of those. So, yeah, looks great right here. Good to get Shapeways custom in here. We don't use the Challenger 300s or 350s. I mean, I actually don't even remember what the Shapeways model was, but they look practically the same in real life. We don't get these in too many airport updates, so it is good when we do get them in some updates here, and it did work out this time. So here it is. Not, of course, in the realistic parking spot. This wouldn't be parked by the terminal, but it still gets the job done right here, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Oh, yeah. Here we go with our pair of charters right here. This is great right here. These two weren't simultaneously at the airport, but we did have Breeze and Sun Country charter on the same day here at Madison, so that is just great. We'll start in the back with the Breeze E195. Actual aircraft was an E190, but they look basically the same, so it doesn't really matter. This one is in from Lansing, Michigan, and it'll be heading back out there. I'm not sure what the charter for these are, but I'm pretty sure that there is a big university in Lansing. I'm not sure if it's Michigan or Michigan State, but I would assume that one of them is in Lansing, and that's why they're here. Because of course in Madison, this is where University of Wisconsin is, so there's probably be a big game there between those teams. The Big Ten. So I assume that is why this Breeze aircraft is here. But they did actually fly into Madison, so that is great. That's the second time we've seen them here, so I believe also the second time we've seen them from Lansing. So clearly there's some sort of correlation right there. But that's great to see. Love to include the Breeze models whenever I can. They look great. The livery is awesome. So yeah, great to see Breeze back here once again. And then we also have Sun Country. And Sun Country, they do regularly scheduled flights here, but this one is not that. This one is a charter. This one arrived in from Chicago, Rockford. I'm not sure why, but it will be heading out on a casino charter to Bullhead City. That I am 99% sure that is a casino charter for Bullhead City. So it might just be like a repo from Chicago, Rockford, but definitely a casino charter on that flight out. And that is where this one is taxiing right now. This will be heading out to Bullhead City. So we're ready to get Sun Country and Breeze in here. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this update. Those are our last two aircraft, but they are a great pair to end with. Both looking great right here. So that'll conclude our update of the Madison-Dane County Regional Airport. Thank you all for checking out this update once again, and I'll see you tomorrow. As always, good night. Auf Wiedersehen.